Hi everybody, my name is Mutwana, so let's get started. It's very very important that we solve this question because this question was sent from one of the students from KwaZulu Natal in the province of South Africa. Also, the same question comes from Alabama and Mississippi. Like, hey Mutwana, help us with this question. The time my teacher say help us with this question is easy, man. Easy. So first and foremost, if you first time here in this program, make sure you come right here, subscribe, and here we go. So every time when I upload new video, you get the automatic notification. Now let's go. So the first question say derivative. Derivative is easy. So what I'm gonna say, okay, let's say function respect to the independent variable. Okay, so I'm gonna say now d of the left, which is y. So see, with respect to x, because it's y and x, equal to dx of x times sine of x. But this is a product rule. Product rule means you have a multiplication of two things. Look, this multiplied by that. So from the product rule, we say, from the formula, they always say, if let's say this is u, and let's say this is u. Okay, let me write everything here, correct? So if somebody say y equal to u times v, that's a product of the two things. So what you do, write everything in exam, right? Or in a whatever assignments they give to you, means this can be dy. So you say this is equal to, when you derivate this, means you write the first one constant and then differentiate the second one with plus. Now the second one is going to be constant and then differentiate the second one. That's how you do. So this is when you derivate that, that's what you get. And this could be y dash. See what I'm saying? So now we're gonna play the same game for this. So you write your little formula, or if you don't want to write in terms of u and v, I prefer, me personally, I would say if this is f times g, because the product of those things, and if I derivate, means one is going to be constant, and then I derivate the next one, that will plus, and then the second one is going to be constant, and then we derivate the first one. And this is the product rule when you have a product of two things, and then when you differentiate them. Write this rather. So we're going to say now, we're going to play the same game here. So we say, okay, we have a product of two things here. So we're going to say it's going to be dy, because we differentiate y over x equal to, write the first one constant, and then differentiate the second one, which is differentiate the second one with plus. Now this is going to be constant, and then differentiate the first one, which is simple as the x. So now let's finish up. So now I'm going to start write this, and now go right there and right there. Now after, okay, let's make a space, and then we're going to continue here to the top. Then I'm going to say dy dx equal, okay, x is just x, and then when you differentiate sine, you get cos of x, plus sine of x. When you differentiate x, you get 1. So it's going to be x, cos of x plus sine of x times 1 equals sine of x. That's going to be my final answer. dy dx, my final answer. Done. Now let's go to the second one. Second one is easier, okay? So the second one is easy. But you see, the second one is division. So me personally, I'm going to change it from division to multiplication. How you going to do that? My teacher didn't teach me that. That's how I was here, especially grade 3, 4. They said, no, I don't want to do that solution because my teacher did not teach me that. I will teach you that. So what I'm going to do, see this one here? I'm going to change it out right as a multiplication. So we have a cos, 2x on top, but look, if somebody give you 1 over sine of anything, this is equal to cosec of x. So if somebody give me, let's say 1 over sine, let's say 4x, is equal to cosec 4x. You see that? So and also, just a little note, it's not part of the question, but if you have a 1 over cos x is equal to sec of whatever you have there. But for now, it's not about that. For now, look, you have it here. Look, you have a cos. Okay, before we go to the question, it's like multiply cos 2x multiplied by 1 over sine of 4x. I write that for a reason, because I'm going to reciprocate. Yes, it's acceptable because it's like cos 2x on top, and this is like 1 over sine 4x. So if I had to write, I've not started yet to differentiate, right? So this, let me say cos 2x multiply, but 1 over sine equal to sec, equal to cosec. 1 over sine equal to cosec of 4x. Oh, so now you see I change it from division to the multiplication, but it means the same thing. Now let me apply now product rule to solve this. How are you going to do that? I'll show you now. So this is going to be constant. The first one is going to be constant. So I can simply say cos of 2x, and then we say let's differentiate d dx of cosec 4x. Okay, and then we say plus. Now this is going to be constant cosec 4x. Now we're going to differentiate what? The first one, which is what? Cos of 2x. So now we say, we know, so this is going to be equal to, look, see, it's going to be equal to. Now let's differentiate this and know what we're going to get. So we can even write this out, but let's write everything here, right? But when you write, just write it the way how it goes. So you write, you go down when you write. Don't write all over like the way how you do. When you write, you go down. Okay. Now, but we can differentiate that, and we can differentiate that. But we can say but cosec 4x equal to cosec 4x equal to, when you differentiate cosec, you get cosec cot. So I'm going to say, but it must be negative. So you differentiate whatever is in here. Let me show you what that means. Look, if somebody gives you say cosec f of x, differentiate. What you do, you say f prime, and then when you differentiate cosec, you get cosec cot. You get the same thing but with a cot, but it must be negative on the back. Negative, derivative, and they say cosec, the same thing of your function, and then cot of your function. So this one here, when you derive, okay, let me write here, excuse me, so this is going to be, we have our cos 2x, no, let's say but, okay, we say we want to differentiate about it, but when you differentiate that, it's going to give us, differentiate what is your function, 4x is going to give you 4, but it must be negative. And then cosec 4x, or you can say cot or cosec, whichever you want to start. Okay, let's say cot 4x, and then cosec 4x. That's how you do when you derivate that. See what I'm saying? You get this, but you must multiply by cos of 2x. You understand what I'm saying? And also for here, also when you derivate cos of 2x, this is going to give you, derivate your function 2x, you're going to get 2, but when you differentiate cos, you get negative sign. So we're going to say negative sign of your 2x. Oh, so we have all of them. This is going to give you this, and this is going to give you that. So we can plug it back. So plugging back is going to be equal, we still have our cos 2x, yes, multiplied by negative 4 cot 4x cosec 4x plus. Now cosec 4x, cosec 4x, cosec 4x, multiply by negative 2 sine 2x. Sine 2x. So what we can do, we can just group them together. That's what we do now and finish up our question. So now this is gonna be okay. So now I can take negative 4 out here. Negative 4 is gonna come out. Take negative 4 out. And then you take a negative 4 out, and then I can start with the cot. It doesn't matter. Let me start with the cot. You can even start with the cos. There's no specific rule here. You just put them together. Cot for x means negative 4 cot for x, and then cosec for x, and then cos to x, and then cos to x, which is this. That's all. There's a negative 2 here. We're going to say negative 2. See, I have to put negative 2, and then we can say sin 2x, and then cosec 4x. That's all. And that's going to be our final answer, you see? So you can start either the two, either you can start writing this and then write that, or vice versa. So look, like I say, man, you know, if you FaceTime in this program, right, make sure, okay? Make sure, please. Let me show you something very, very crucial here. If you FaceTime here, family, make sure you come, you subscribe, okay? Come and you subscribe to this program, share this video to a lot of people. Ease and amount. Peace.